Okay, so hopefully this angle works. I hope we can see a little bit of everything that's going on. So this is the setup, and it will include the rep itself. So let's just work our way from our feet all the way up. I'm looking for a good leg position that allows me to use leg drive, keep my ass on the bench. I'm then looking obviously for the butt to be engaged, but that everything in the lower body is driving me not up, but back again. We should be bracing a little bit, but then as we move up towards the chest, a big thing we're going to be looking for at say this level is that we have upper back tension. Okay, that's just going to help save our shoulders. And so the way we do this is just pulling the shoulder blades together and then down a little. And then what we want to do when we have the bar in our hand is think about bending the bar or breaking the bar or pinky pressure, whatever it is that gets you to get that lat nice and tight. Okay, from there, working up to the hand, I prefer a more vertical wrist position. You'll see super wide guys with a more bent wrist, and that seems to work for whatever reason. I just imagine it's the angle you're pressing from. But I like to stay more vertical. It lets me stay more over the elbow as we press. And so now that I've said all this, understand that there's multiple ways to achieve all of those things, and that the way I am showing it is the way that I do it and I teach it. So not only is this video for other people I don't work with, but this video will also get shared with my clients, so then they can see this and I can just link it instead of always having to refilm a video. So I teach everything the same. Before we get into the different leverages that people have, solely just so I have a starting point. Again, go back to that first set of videos. The starting point just allows us to problem solve easier because there's a visual representation of what everything should be doing. And then from there you can work towards, okay, why does this person's thing or whatever movement it is not look like the thing that I'm asking them to do? Is it a weakness? Is it a leverage issue? Is it a hand position thing? Is it a leg drive thing? Right? It just allows you to work through a checklist and make those decisions a little easier than rather than trying to guess. I also think that like people get carried away with the like, oh, everybody's special and everyone's body responds to stress the same, and it's like in a minutia way that's absolutely true. But you know, if you max out the next day, you're probably going to be tired. I think that's true for everyone, and we can kind of take that and apply that in a general sense that most people are going to have some shared similarities in the way that they do things and the considerations we want. So with that said, the first thing I'll do is I will grab the bar where I want it, okay? And then I will roll it to the edge of the J-hook. And I will explain why when we get to that step, okay? From here, I look up at the ceiling. I feel like I'm tighter during that rather than looking with my eyes and my head tucked. I like to be just looking straight up, okay? So from here, I'm putting my heels on the bench. I'm not lifting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my shoulder blades up and together, okay? Or back and together, sorry, as I pull myself up with the bar, okay? From here, I've only moved maybe a foot, foot and a half. I don't know how big my head is. And I will get my feet where I want them. I'm not super tucked. I just move them straight out from about where they are. And I will root my feet exactly the same as I do when I squat and bench. Okay? Big toe, pinky toe, slide the heel, okay? Now, from here, I'm squeezing the living shit out of the bar. I'm pulling up and together with the shoulder blades, okay? I'm pushing onto my traps. My knees are opening out to get the glutes activated. I'm pushing through the floor, and I have pressure this way, towards my head.
Now, while I'm doing that, I am squeezing the bar, trying to bend it. And to get it out of the rack, I need it close to the J-hook so I can just slide it on out. From here, I'm squeezing the pinkies, I'm bringing the bar out over the touch point, I'm bringing straight down under control, and then I'm pressing back and up towards the head, and then I'm racking it. Okay?
It's that simple.